Welcome back to another Orcs Elves recording. Today we're taking a look at a game with mostly known players. Orcs are about to break out of the cage. You can see right away that the middle is walled off in all directions. Dark green and light blue going towards the walls of yellow. Quite unusual here to have a double push this early into the match. Grey is harassing the walls of pink and brown is harassing the walls of purple. Pink wall about to go down, grey orc going to go in and dance with him around that mine. Light blue orc swapping to the top right lane, going for the red player. Yellow walls and purple's walls are still being re-walled by the two workers. Pink takes a hit, gets body blocked by blue. Blue going to take a hit from grey, runs towards the left. Grey ignores him, goes for the pink worker. Light blue struggling a little bit with the pathing in the route towards red. Pink and green going to loop back to the left side, avoiding the grey orc. Yellow and purple still holding on to the walls. Oh, red takes a hit right here. Grey could go in from the top, which is currently open. No, chooses to go for the direction towards the east. And could have gone for the red player here, since the lane is open. Oh, never mind, he comes back. Yellow still holding on to the wall on the bottom. Brown chasing away teal. Purple let the brown orc into that lane. Red now going to get taken out by grey, who came back for that kill. Was exposed from that open lane from before, and the red worker didn't spot him. Dark green now finally making it in. Yellow leaving that wall. And now orange is going to hold the line, keeping the dark green orc away from his team. Pink being harassed by two orcs. Grey and light blue in the top left, chasing away the pink worker. Yellow tries to sneak back. Pink possibly going to loop back. Let's see what it does from here. Red going to get chased by brown. Teal might have to wall for him. Yeah, puts up some blockers to stall for time so that the red player can get away safely. Now Teal is holding the line for red again, so that he can transition if he wants to. Got a little bit of a surround being set up here on the left, going for the blue and possibly orange player. Brown coming in for that as well. We can see grey trying to surround, light blue chasing away yellow, orange still holding dark green away, brown about to come in for the full surround on the orange player. Yellow in a little bit of trouble, could escape towards purple and teal. Light blue covering the gate on top, you should know that though. Oh, tries to go for the gateway anyway, gets taken out. Orange taken out as well by the grey orc. Blue holding onto that wall because spotted by light blue. Oh, by grey, sorry. I can't tell the two colors apart. Here we go, Teal takes the lane through middle, going to transition to, apparently to the top mid. Pink and dark green is also in this area, trying to set up some tech, getting those early upgrades in. Now when they found a gap in the roam, blue gets taken out in the bottom left, brown chasing red away towards the mine in the east middle section of the map. Quite an active game so far. 4 minutes into this match and 4 kills for the Orc team, doing really well on their own. Brown now still in the bottom right section of the map, looking for workers. Light blue approaching pink on the top mid. Purple chased away by dark green, and grey is still in the bottom mid section of the map. Left area currently open for the workers on the elf side. I wonder if they're going to take this opportunity to set up on the left side of the map to try to get that gather cycle going. Usually we see this in matches where elves transition to the opposite side of the map from where the orcs are roaming in order to get a free cycle of economy while the orcs are busy on the other side of the map. That's also a great opportunity to advance your tech. We can see here that the elf team has a few upgrades already. Most notably green, who got architecture 2 already, getting ready to set up that base or to support. Pink holding on to the walls here as the orcs harass. A lot of orcs are advancing towards the pink worker right here. Teal micros his worker a little bit, jumps into the wrong mining slots and get taken out by dark green, who currently got damage too. Tech 3 being denied by pink. Light blue going to break in from the top. He used around the mine. If the light blue player would have blocked off the passage towards the top right, he could have prevented pink from escaping right here. Green now stalling for him in the top, so they can transition through the gate, going back towards the left side of the map. Grey trying to break through that wall, but cannot catch the pink player in time. Light blue holding the gateway on the top, so to prevent him from going back. Pink now transitioning towards the left. Brown is in that area, maybe ready to intercept. Probably camping that team base in the bottom left, preventing that base from going up early into the match to give the Orcs a stronger position in this match. Pink now going to get spotted by Brown. Got Divine Shield being used, no more mana available. Takes one hit from Brown. Going to get spotted by Light Blue coming into position. Dark Green getting into position as well. Yellow really needs to wall this lane to stall for time for Pink. He doesn't get there in time. Brown player catches on the bottom. Pink stuck in the gate. Currently surrounded by 2 Orcs. Yellow forced to escape from the Dark Green player, avoiding a possible surround. Pink holding on in this gate, trying to regenerate life. Currently out of walls, I would assume, because he stopped blocking. Teal setting up a lot of tech here, right next to where all the Orcs are. Need to sell that and deny and get out of there. Red also taking in the top right. Trying to finish his upgrades before they leave. Goldfeld currently 480 at 7 minutes into this match. Green worker holding off the dark green orc. All of the elves currently in the bottom right section of the map, aside from Pink, who survived in the bottom left. Now got Architecture 2 and Construction 3 on red, probably going to set up that base. Got Weapon 2, Rage 1, Weapon 1, Weapon 2, and Weapon 2, Rage 1 on the Orc team. Pretty standard tech so far. We're now also approaching the time for the first base to go up, but the elves currently don't have the gold to build it. They do have the tech available though. Brown still camping the bottom left area, going to block that team base. Pink gets chased away in the bottom left by Brown. In the meantime, light blue and dark green trying to sneak in on the players in the bottom right to set up a possible surround, but they currently miss the players to do a full trap in this corner. Only 2 orcs in the area, because Brown is camping on the left and Grey is up on top mid. Seems like the orc players are a bit split right now, possibly looking for that base, expecting it to be up, but it's not yet available. This might be on purpose, because we saw them set up a lot of kills earlier in this match by playing more together. 6 kills now at 8 minutes. Elves are not looking to set up any base anytime soon. They do have the gold now though. Teal gets taken out. Now down to only 3 lives already. We're only 9 minutes into this match. Light blue going towards the top right base. Probably spotted red. Yellow sneaks away from the grey orc. Red going to sneak behind light blue. Goes towards dark green. Changes direction as it sees him hit that wall. Grey going after yellow. Gateway currently free for yellow. Need to take that quick. Dark green need to cover 2 routes. They don't know which one to go. There should be only one obvious choice here for the yellow player in this gate, I would assume. If he pays attention to the minimap. He's running right towards the light blue orc and will get taken out here by the looks of it. He could have seen him hitting that wall on the below the mine if he paid attention. So that was a bit of a misplay. Base now going up on the bottom right section. Very risky play here, as all of the orcs are in this region. They did not spot it though. Dark green now going to come out down, spot this base, and that will attract the attention of the entire orc team, I would assume. During the phase when the base is built, that is where it is at its most vulnerable. So before this base grows strong, they have an opportunity and a time window ready to take this base down or weaken it. But only dark green is in position right now. The other orc members are playing around elsewhere. We see grey chasing pink around this gold mine. We have light blue coming in from the bottom right. And brown is still far away on the left side of the map. None of the orc players are grouped up to pressure this base. Looks like the elves are going to get to establish it for free. 2 orcs now coming in from the middle, going to push yellow out of there. Dark green comes in for a possible kill on yellow. Green saves him with 2 walls, blocking off the route so that yellow can escape. Light blue currently waiting in the bottom mid. Hidden Tech 3 going up in the top mid by pink. As is currently too far away to build it inside the base. Wants to mine outside before he participates more in this match. Green going to run straight into light blue. Did not spot him in time. Almost gets killed. Was pretty close to get that second hit in. I think he would have lived without the freeze. But purple ensured his safety by putting in that freeze. Teal, on the other hand, in a lot of trouble. Oh, never mind. Light blue did not pay attention. Teal going to sneak back into the base safe. Tech is still weapon 2 rage 1 on grey, weapon 1 rage 1 on light blue, weapon 2 connie 1 rage 1 on player 11, dark green, and weapon 2 rage 1 on brown. Purple looks to want to set up a trap here. Archers are being developed. We're now maxed out 12 supply on archers on orange. Got leadership 4 on green, leader 2, arc 2 on orange, and a little bit of a trap investment on purple. I guess that's the important part. I would assume pink is going for trapping as well, based on the tech and the position he's currently in this match. Stone blockers are up now on the base on top. Resurgent trying to apply a little bit of pressure. Purple looking to set up a trap. Damage output is ramping up. Druid is now in play, and yellow is getting archers added to this base as well. Got a little bit of a pause here. Alright, we're back into this match. It looks like they are going to have to kick the light blue player, because he's currently AFK, body blocking a route, and puts the hunter into a position where he's currently trapped and unable to participate in the match. Yeah. Vote kick coming up. I assume this will pass. Yeah, light blue player is now out of this match very early in, and that puts the orcs down to only 3 players, and we're only 30 minutes in. That might be a little bit rough for them in the long run. Let's see how this match continues from this point. But losing 1 player on the field this early is can be quite a big obstacle as the match progresses into the later stages. Teal trying to sneak out to mine. Purple is also on the bottom. Takes a hit from grey, who's going to pressure this wall. Hunter currently guarding, as this is a really difficult lane to push on your own. Very easy to trap you in this position. So it's necessary to keep the hunter on the base behind him to cover that spot. Not a lot of defenses here though, so that the Resurgent can probably pressure this a little bit. Green archers and druid is in position to apply a little bit of damage to the berserker. Orange archers now transitioning as well. Pink possibly going to go for a trap on this hunter, sets up a wall, goes for Divine Shield. No motion being directed towards the left for the hunter, he's letting him set up that trap. The brown player comes in. Brown gets a hit on pink, he's currently stuck in this corner. Do have mana though, but Divine Shield on cooldown. Invisibility being used, expecting the orcs to kill that blocker so that he can make it out, because he cannot cancel it when Invis is being channeled. A Scryer comes up, reveals him, and takes out the pink worker. He really gave his life, the fate of his life, to be determined by the orc team in that position, as he used the fade when he was still blocked by his own blockers. They could have waited if they did not have Scryer available for him to just die in that area, as the Invis would expire and he would have trapped himself, and if he tried to kill it, it would reveal himself. So it was kind of a checkmate type of situation. But since the orcs killed the blocker, it did not matter, and they also had access to Scryer. So it was a little bit of an overkill right there. Hunter now harassing the base on the bottom right. Archers transitioning, maybe giving the Berserker space to go in to harass the wall on top. Seems like he's going to join the Hunter in the bottom here. Purple used all his mana to set up a Divine Invis trap, did not make it in time to do the run by. Hunter now pushed out, a little bit of a difficult position for the Orc team to be in now. As if, since they're only 3 players now, and all of them are currently in the same mine spot, so a back block would be a potential triple kill right now, if they had enough walls to hold the Orcs trapped in that area. And the Elves do have a decent mobile army. Berserk is currently on armor 3, getting a little bit of progression on that survivability. Pink playing around, wants to probably tease more so than to set up a trap. He should have enough mana for one ability, and we could see a Divine Shield trap attempt, but I think for now they just want to scare the Orcs away from the lane more so than to set up a kill. The Inventor on the other hand seems like a great target to focus if they want to try to set up traps and kills, as he's much more vulnerable than the Berserker. On the other hand though, the Berserker might be a prime target as well, assuming he's low on HP. Simply because he is a large threat as the match progresses, and also being the only tank on the team so far. Gold fed, currently on 1k at 17 minutes, quite low for the Orc team at this time. That might also partially be because they are down 1 player. He would walk around the map farming gold and adding to that gold fed. Not a lot of progress on the Orc tech so far. Got a little bit of Conjurer tech. And also Ensnare on the Hunter. Oh, we might see a possible trap here. A lot of work is in this area. Going to go for this sneak kill on the Inventor as he's out on the map. Army is being transitioned. A lot of work is helping out on this trap. Berserker is on the lane above. Going to sneak in. There is no wall in that area. He's going to go in and threaten this trap from the top. Takes a hit on Pink. Purple comes in from the bottom to help as well. Adds more walls on the left. Teal goes for a ballsy little setup on that trap. Wants the Berserker killed as well. However, he has a safe route towards the back, but he might choose to stay in this area, trying to get Brown out of there. I think Brown is a goner at this point. Too many walls established. Archers are in place. Purple goes for the freeze, goes to do the run by, sets up a trap for the Berserker as well. He stayed for too long in this area, going to expose his own life to danger now. Brown makes it out, is in range of hitting Pink for a moment there. Divine Shield being used. Teal is also injured from previously. Hunter trying to break the Berserker out from this position. Purple still holding on to this lane. And the Berserker tries to get out. Oh, Teal in danger. You could see the Berserker targeting him there for a moment before Divine Shield was activated to interrupt that hit. Dart being attempted on Purple as the wall is down for a second. Gets blocked by another wall. Teal keeps setting up probably more blockers than needed at this time. The Berserker is definitely stuck in this garden of trees. Inventor now back in action after being killed. Tries to go for that Teal player. Berserker is long gone. Tracker is trapped as well, but he's currently full HP. I'm not sure if they will get this next kill set up. Pink do have 100 gold, so he probably got enough resources to secure another kill on this Hunter as well, as he got back blocked when they tried to help their friend out. I think the Elves played this really well, but the Orc team committed a little bit too much. There are only 3 players in this match, and they committed with 2 players, the Tracker and Berserker, trying to save that Brown player. But at some point during that push, they should have realized that he was far gone, and it would have been a better call to retreat when the lane was still open, rather than try to commit and save all your teammates, and instead ending up losing 2 more players. Here we go, another trap attempt for the Berserker, but it's full HP, and the Pink player is already down to 1-shot range, taking that first hit from the Inventor. There's going to be a lot of time needed to kill this Berserker. We can see Pink using Divine Shield, gets blocked by the wall of Purple, but he cancels it in order to make a route for the Pink player to return into the base. So that trap was a little bit too early, and the damage output not high enough to set up another kill on that Berserker. This would be an ideal time for the elves to move. They're then currently open. Purple forced to use Divine Shield. Not going for those archers. Probably a wise call since he's so low. Being afraid of backblocks at this time after dying once already. Base is now being moved towards the left. Brown goes for a hit on purple. Archers being transitioned. Yellow archers currently a little bit behind on this move. Camping in the bottom right for some reason. Not paying attention. Teal holding on to the wall here, making sure that green and orange can make it into the base. Berserker goes up in damage quite high now, sitting on Rage 2 and Ruin, as well as Weapon 3. Wall is misplaced by Teal, and he gets taken out, now down to only 2 lives remaining. Need to start to play more cautiously in this match if he wants to stay in this game. Are we going to take a hit on green here, I would assume? Yes. Now sitting on Conjurer 2 on the Hunter, that's odd. Not quite sure why. We also got Armor 1 on the Inventor. Realized that it's quite vulnerable to damage. Feed is now 1600 at 21 minutes, still really low for the Orc team. The remaining pieces of the base is being denied by the elves here. Yellow still have not transitioned the archers. Moving them towards the top right. Seems like quite a big mistake. The entire map is open and they could just focus on moving them anywhere really. Like from the top, for example, into this base. Because all of the orcs are focused on this new base and the location and mines around it. So it seems quite easy for the elves to still make this transition. But he may not know that. Unless he got vision of all the 4 orc players at the same time. Tracker going for the pink worker. Berserker comes in as well, trying to set up a kill right here. Pink probably going to try to bait the orcs away from his teammate. In order to save the archers from feeding. Invisibility being used. It takes 1 hit before invisibility triggers. But 3 orcs are in this area, capping all the directions where he could run. Pink gets taken out. But he did save the yellow archers. He's still in this top right lane. Should probably deny them at this point if you don't want to attempt a move. Because he's sitting with a full army of feed that the orcs desperately need. Right next to it, 3 of the orcs used to killed his ally. And that is not great when you're holding an army and you're stuck in a position where you can't escape. 3 orcs is still enough to surround the top right corner. And all of them were in the area just a moment ago. We got a little bit lucky that it wasn't spotted right there. And that's mostly because Pink baited them away. Here we go. We have a potential kill here on the Hunter as he's sitting on armor 0, pushing this base with the second morph. But there's not quite enough damage or traps in position to secure that kill. All of the elves are up in high gold mines again now with this new base. Yellow is still in the top with all of his archers trying to sell them slowly in order to replenish some of that gold. Pink here to threaten the orc teams in the lane, not really going to do any trap attempts at this point as he got no mana. Puts up a freeze though, could be enough to kill the Hunter. Oh, they lost vision. They lost vision to get the kill. It was not the towers cancelling the attack, it was the loss of vision that resulted in that kill. The attacks are not interrupted by the use of this particular spell on the lightning towers. At least I'm pretty sure it works that way. Here we go, we got the Hunter going in towards the bottom left, a dangerous area to be in, but the Berserker is right behind him to cover. Vision wards are going up on the mine above. Green player being forced into this base. Purple goes out to scout, going to take a hit, no, uses Divine. Avoids the damage. Scry being used to avoid invisibility traps. Avoiding's being denied on the top by Pink. Does not quite get it though. Berserker pushed out of the lane. Void is still available. That's Brown defends it. Got a very mixed build on the Brown player here. Goes into a little bit of everything. Not deeply committed in any take route. Pink baiting here. Wants to set up a trap run by, probably with Divine Shield if you can bait him deep enough into this lane. The Brown player is attentive to this and probably expects that. Purple wants to set up a kill on the Berserker. He retreats in time when he drops below 50%. Makes it more difficult for the Orc team to... for the Elf team rather, to kill him. Gold fed now at 2k at 26 minutes. Still quite low, but I think the Orcs are slowly catching up. Yellow finally spotted in the top right. Most of the archers sold and the structures as well, but he will be taken out by the Berserker here. Archer takes the hit, Worker takes the next hit, maximizing the gold gain from that kill. Nobody else to roam for out on the map though. The Orc players are looking for other players that are mining outside, trying to deny their roam. But they do not know that the map is empty. Aside from a few gold mines remaining from the previous base and blockers placed previously in this match, there's not a lot of gold to be gained out here. Elves are probably going to start to progress towards air armies. We can expect this on all the players with archers to eventually go into most likely hippo riders from this stage. Scryer uses the lane, Berserker goes back to pressure. Pink in position to set up a trap, but may want to wait for the Berserker to get a bit lower. Freeze being used, mostly to tease. Oh no, he goes for it. Divine Shield used. Only one blocker though. One more would have probably resulted in a kill, but we're very close. This time they are going to give the tower's vision to get the kill, but he makes it out with only 81 HP. That would have been a couple of extra shots or an extra blocker on that trap to secure that kill. But this time you could see that they adapted from the previous misplay when the towers lost vision to kill. I think it was dark green previously when they lost the vision to get the other volley of hits in order to set up the kill on dark green. So they adapted and adjusted it for this time, trying to get that Berserker out of play, but he lived, got a little bit lucky there. Here we go, got a potential backblock for the Berserker. The Hunter clone comes in, they probably don't know that it's a clone, and that's going to zone away the pink player from setting up that backblock. They're still walling out the Berserker though, there's not really anything to defend in this area. I'm not quite sure why. At this point it's probably only feeding. And now all of the Orc players are in this region, really blocking off this area from the Elf team right now. Makes it difficult for them to claim hold of that spot. We had a net and a dart missing. Most of the mana on the Hunter is spent. Now sitting on construction 8 on red. We got Druid training 2 on teal. Clone now going to chase away and deny the farm on the bottom. Leadership 8 on orange and green, and yellow is still on leader 6. Archers comes into play for this. Oh, that's not ideal. Archers came into play for the clone on the bottom, but they ended up blocking Teal, who also misplaced the wall himself, and which ended up in a knockout. So they put in a lot of resources in order to kill this clone, and they actually knew it was a clone as well, but it ended up costing Teal his life, and is currently out of this match now. So that did not go as planned for the Elf team. Orcs actually doing really well, even if they're down one player. The Orcs are actually holding on in this match. Clone now guarding on the bottom. Berserker alone in the lane, being covered by the hunter in the back. He also got a ward further away, but this looks like an opportunity to possibly set up a trap. You can see Purple trying to do a tower jump and he's positioned his worker a little bit to successfully pull that off. But the hunter was really far away in the lane and wouldn't be able to cover if they did a run by there. Not a lot of progression so far on the tech. Elves just trying to mine while the clone is trying to deny the farm on the bottom. And we have no elves out on the map either. So they're kind of stuck in base. Invisibility and divine shipping used by purple and pink here. So mana spent to start this trap. The Berserker is still full HP, so it's a little bit early to start this trap. And purple already used his mana for invisibility, so he still got divine available, but the Berserker is full HP when the trap was set up, so it was a bit early to start that kill. Ideally you want to get the trap when the player is already low on HP, but on the squishy character like the Inventor here for example, it doesn't really matter, because as you can see he drops very quick, and you can set up that kill at any time if you just get him into position. Now they're going to get a kill on this clone. Oh, he almost gets pink kill there as well, as he tries to take out a clone, but the clone almost lands a hit on the pink player. That would have been a great trade for 50 mana if you could get a kill on pink. Pink is also at risk of knockout in the later stages of this match, as it's down to 2 lives now, and have difficulty farming and keeping up on tech, while the Orcs are holding this contain on the bottom left. What I would like to see at this stage is for some of the players to go out further on the map and get owl scouts and start to utilize the resources across the map, partially to force the Orc team to roam, so that you get more opportunities close to the base to harvest resources, and also to attract the attention of the enemy team towards other areas of the map. That makes it so that either the roamers will be free farming when the Orcs are focused on the areas around the base, or the opposite, when the Orcs are roaming, the elves that are close to the base are able to farm gold safely until the Orcs come back. And since they're only 3 players at this time, the roam might be more successful, because the Orcs don't have enough to cover and properly surround. For example, pink and purple especially are in good positions to do this at this time. Purple is still on all of his 5 lives, could easily go outside and farm. If they can't set up traps anyway, there's no reason to be close to the base. Pink at high risk of dying though, if he goes out far away from the base. But he could still attempt it. Clone being denied again on the bottom. More clean kill on that now, this time. Red sitting on a lot of gold, probably saving up for that expansion. But the Orcs are growing stronger, and it's been a while since they got a convincing kill. So this might drag out into the 40, 50, 60 minutes timelines, and if you get to the later stages in the match where it's then it's more difficult to kill the Orc team, as they scale better into the late game than Elves do. So Elves are on a little bit of timer here to make something happen before the Orcs grow too strong. Otherwise it will be difficult for them to finish this match. And we still have 2 lives on all the remaining Orc players. Oh, never mind. We have 1 life remaining on brown. I was looking at light blue. So if they can take out this Inventor who needs to play really safe throughout this match now, then the Elves will be in a much better position. The Elves are finally taking this opportunity to roam a little bit, setting up a good position for the Elves to expand this base, because we see yellow and pink out on the map, forcing the Orcs to roam around. I like this play by the Elves, using this opportunity to get more map control and forcing the Orcs to be at more positions where they have people to cover. spreading the Orcs thin and really giving the Elves an opportunity to expand the base. Unfortunately for the Romans though, the Elves are not expanding at this time, and that is really going to put this effort to waste, since they couldn't really get any gold out on the map while they forced the Orc team to reposition. Mines are also out, so that would have been the perfect opportunity to expand. I would like to see purple though. He's currently the place with all of his lives intact, as well as green, but green is probably better off close to the base. But purple could definitely go out far on the map and attract the attention of the enemy team, baiting them away from that base to allow for an expansion to go up. He's also built as a trapper, so he should have better odds of staying alive. Here we go, a transition is now being attempted. Yellow gets taken out, Archers of Orange makes it past, and red as well. Green at risk of dying and gets taken out by the Berserker. Currently one-shots him, the entire air army is gone. This transition was devastating for the Elf team. That will feed quite a bit. Archers are being harassed on the top. Should probably keep fighting the brown player, he could get knocked out here. And the Archers do so much damage, they're probably gonna kill him before he kills them. Red actually makes it up to the position where they want to do the rebase though, but the timing was awful, and the Elves now need to set up the base as the Orcs spotted it, and they have only Red in position to set up the walls. Can they hold on to this position and re-establish a position on this map with a new base before the Orcs wreck this new location? We see the two Orcs pressuring the walls of Red is currently walling this alone. Hunter left, Inventor comes in to apply more pressure. I think they could have stayed in that lane and just kept hitting. It would have been worth the risk. None of them were at the risk of knockout, and I think they could have broken into this base if they kept hitting with the Berserker and Hunter at this time. Red was alone walling, no one was helping him. Pink and yellow finally in position to assist on this wall. Pink looking to want to go for a run by here. Purple comes in from the back, gets spotted by the board. They see him going to try to get a kill. Net being used, it misses. Invisibility used, double scry being used on the bottom, trying to take out Purple. He takes a hit, uses a wall to avoid the second hit. Pink trying to go for a trap on top. Orange and green trying to re-establish an economy and rebuild their armies. Pink goes in for a ballsy trap, going to get one shot by the Berserker as he does not have mana for Divine. And the Berserker is currently tier 2 and weapon 5, enough to take out Pink in a single hit. Now up to almost 3.3k gold fed at 37 minutes, or quickly catching up on gold in this match. And their economy is now stronger and pretty much back to a point where they are at even with the Elves. And that is mostly, I think, from the kill on green earlier, taking out his air army, really putting that economy back in the, not exactly favor, but at least evens out the economy so that the Orcs are back in this match. Because previously they were very, very far behind, and the biggest mistake so far from the Elf team was that transition to this last base. Illusion pushing from the left, Berserker trying to apply a little bit of pressure to these walls. Light and turrets being used in the back. Pink and yellow currently farming outside. The yellow army is now desperately needed, and he's down to his last life as well. Can he get any value when farming outside? Berserker goes low, invisibility was used, but the Blight in the back is falling off the lane so that the Elves can't set up a trap in the position where he wanted to build the walls. Green army slowly being rebuilt. Got 2 riders back in play. Berserker comes back in there, into the lane. Another corruption being used, being denied by purple. Might see Cleave being teched on the Berserker quite soon. Now sitting on Architecture 3 and Nourish 2 on purple. God being used to reduce some of the damage taken, heals him up a little bit. Divine Shield used, same problem again. Blight in the back, warding off the blocker attempt. Mostly going for a Conjurer build on the Hunter, which is quite interesting. Weapon free, armor free and Conjurer free on the Inventor. Now finally going more into this support oriented magic build. Pink mining outside as well as yellow. Great that the elves spotted an opportunity to do this while they also distracted on the base. Hunter looking for players outside and trying to get some gold. Now trying to go for leadership 10 on orange here. Lane is in a lot of trouble here. I mean, now we've got Cleave on the Berserker, so they need to be cautious when upgrading those walls. Guard was used out of... probably got a little bit scared here, using Guard in that lane as he expected to be chased, but no chase was attempted. Purple got darted, might get taken out here, doesn't seem like Red got a heal. Yeah, Purple will die, losing his first life, not too bad. We're 41 minutes into this game. Walls are really starting to drop though, as the Berserker is in here pressuring, and they do not deny them. They need to be attentive on these denies, otherwise the Cleave will be up at almost full uptime and will apply a lot of harm to this blocky line, making it difficult for the elves to rewall. Damage output of the base is very high, and that's their saving grace right now. Pink now denying the base, trying to come back into play. Yellow is still not making much progress on his tech, he's been sitting there idle for most of this match. Ever since they forgot the transition in the early game, he's been out of there, not being able to assist his team all that much. Cleave is up again as the Berserker gets in a last hit on that stone wall. Block is going up mostly by Red at this time. Purple trying to set up a trap, but the lane is currently being blocked so that Purple need to walk around the Berserker in order to get out there. They do not have the mana to do either Divine or Invis. Light is being placed in a great spot, and they have wards and cover as well. Darts being used on the archers to get a little bit of extra gold. The riders are now finally up again. Stone walls being upgraded again. I think they're probably better off just sitting on small blockers at this stage. Wall going to get killed again by the Berserker. Cleave is up, net is being used. Probably attempted to do that on the worker to deny the blockers, but it was used hitting the archer. Red keeps the wall up. Pink and Purple ready to go in for traps here. Pink would be killed though if he goes for it, as he's down to his last life at the risk of knockout. I'm not sure if he got the tech to survive one hit quite yet. And not much progress on Yellow, still sitting in that bottom left. Dart being used on Pink, Divine Shield used, almost gets taken out by the Berserker. Yeah, only 32 HP on Pink. Armor 7 now on the Warlord. We got Cleave up again, walls are not being denied. Yeah, Pink taken out as the Berserker walks into the base. Purple goes for a trap, going to take this opportunity, trying to make do enough damage to take out the Berserker. He could have gotten killed by the Berserker there for a moment. Green desperately trying to wall off the Berserker as he walks deeper into the lane, being blocked off by tech buildings at this time. Army is getting harassed, but he do get killed, and they actually put him down to his last life. However, that was a really high cost kill to earn. The elves actually pulled it off, used that crisis to their advantage and managed to get the Berserker down to his last life. There is now only 4 lives remaining collectively among the Orc players. 1 on the Berserker, who's probably going to be the one pushing most of his time, and 1 on the Inventor, who's probably going to play more of a backseat role from this stage. Just applying support from the back line. Defending the lane. The red stone block is still not being denied. Berserker back on his Cleave again. And they're wasting a lot of gold here, the elves, trying to re-wall this lane and upgrading the blockers. And they are only killed in a few hits by the Berserker anyway. I think they're better off saving those resources to get some more small blockers to do the re-walling. Focus on getting Nourish up instead in order to keep the walls alive from the pressure of the Orc team. There's only going to be 1 Orc in lane most of this time, pushing anyway. We're now up to 4,400 gold fed at 44 minutes. Orcs are really building up that economy. Taking into a little bit of recover and precision as well on the hunter, getting ready to harass that air army. Orange is still not on flying units as of yet. I'm aiming for that weapon 10 for bird training. We do have crystal blockers up in play, but I think that's, as I said earlier, a little bit of a waste trying to upgrade these walls when they are getting taken up by the Berserker quite quickly anyway as he approaches max tech. Yellow mining out the bottom part of this map, but not making much progress, sitting on Architecture 4, Leadership 6 and Bird Training 2. At this stage would probably be better to go for Hippos as they need slow and the armor piercing in order to set up kills. Yeah, cleave up again on the Berserker. These crystal blockers are not being denied. Walls are going up by red and purple. They're trying to put in some darts in there while the wall is being broken down by the Berserker. Currently crashed into the blocker line. Orange archers attempting to run out, but purple blocks them, so they walk back into the base. Walls being upgraded again by red. I think we're wasting a little bit of gold here. Really low harvest efficiency on the elf team. We can see only red really has good farm in this match. Green and orange doing alright, but the others are down to 30-40% throughout the match, which is not a lot at all. A lot of pressure here on the lane as cleave is applied from another upgraded blocker kill. Dart being attempted again on the worker, net being attempted on purple, uses divine to block that net. Oh, we're earning a lot of gold from pushing this base. Berserker is approaching max tech as well. Yellow still free farming on the bottom. Oh, ball's now upgraded again, that's a big mistake. Yeah, cleave being used, being able to one-shot those walls. Red not putting up the new blockers in time. The Berserker is in. Red worker currently exposed, can get one shot. Will he spot it in time? He's not moving. Yes, red is taken out. Can they get the Berserker in time? Purple is dotted. Probably don't have divine shield, can't dispel it. Army need to really dive and get this Berserker or somebody out of play here. Otherwise the elves are probably out of this match. Desperate for this kill. Army is not reacting in time. Can they take out at least the inventor and get the knockout? They really need to commit with this army at this time. Otherwise there's no way to get back in this game. They need this inventor kill. Nobody's responding. Yellow is not falling off the middle. And the army is still stationary in the base. That, I think, would be the last chance for the elf team to do something. They also had the opportunity right there to kill the Berserker, but they ended up losing it as red got sniped behind the blocker line, being a little bit too close as they tried to re-wall that lane. That will conclude this match. That is all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and see you another time.